Hi everyone! Today we'll be actually introducing a new video series that we'll be doing. It's called Just in Tech. So this is not going to be another unboxing review video that you're very used to. It's going to be very different. We try to make it as fun as possible. So stay tuned, and we have a special guest that will be appearing later in the video. Okay, so we would like to introduce Angela from Poly. So Angela, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you for introducing me. I'm Angela from Poly.
Okay, so for today's video, we are actually showcasing the Poly X70 device. So Angela, I believe this is a device that is, I would say, not too old, but at the same time, it's pretty new.
Yes, it's a very new device.
Okay, awesome. So on our side, we always want to show you the latest devices. So, okay, as you can see from the start of the video, we actually showcase some of the pain points that you will experience in a VC call, a video conferencing call in short. So the thing is that right now, what we are going to cover is we are going to cover the video portion of it. So the video portion of it for Poly X70, they actually have multiple framing modes available. So for the purpose of this video today, we are actually going to talk only on 3 of the framing modes. So I'll just move on to the first framing mode, which is the speaker tracking mode. So right now, as you can see, after the speaker tracking mode is activated, it actually comes over to me, when I'm speaking. So maybe Angela, you would like to speak as well?
Yes, so if I am the one who's taking over the conversation, you will see that the camera will pan and zoom into both of us because it thinks that we are having a discussion. But if I continue speaking, it will think that I'm the dominant speaker, and then it will keep on framing onto me.
Yes, so thank you so much, Angela, for this. So we'll move on to the next framing. So the next framing is actually this framing called group framing. So group framing, what it actually does is that it actually frames everyone within a single frame. So right now you can see it's just both me and Angela, and we have Peter that actually just joined in as well, and you can see it's actually framed in as well. So the camera will actually optimize the different viewing angles to give you the best viewing experience. So right now what's going to happen is that Peter is actually going to walk out. So once Peter actually walks out, the camera will resize everything, and you can see it's went back to the both of us again. So what's going to happen now is that, I'll move on to the next one, which is people framing. Okay, so the purpose of people framing itself is that, the typical video conferencing devices, what it actually does is that it frames everyone within one frame. But what's going to happen is that it makes you feel very distant from you guys at the far end itself. So what this actually does is that you can actually see the expression between myself and Angela at the same time, and you see if the both of us we are talking at the same time, you can actually see both our expressions.
Yeah, so it doesn't go tracking in and out and get people confused on where the person is. So it frames up to 6 frames. So if you have one more person joining in, we can have Peter coming back. It will actually switch and become a 3 frame instead.
Yep, so Peter is getting into the frame. So yes, you can see the handsome Peter over there on our right. So Peter, say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Yep, okay, so yeah, this is basically the 3 framing modes that we'll be showcasing today. Okay, so now we'll move on to the audio portion of the device. So the main focus that I would like to actually highlight to everyone is actually the microphone, because honestly speaking, I mean, for a speaker, if you're going to watch this on YouTube, for example, it's not going to make any difference. So if you want to hear how the speaker sounds like, feel free to reach out to us at ESCO to have a product demo for you. But in the meantime, right now, what we are going to showcase is the microphone pickup itself. So Angela, maybe you'd like to
say a little bit of it. Yes, so actually we have got beamforming microphone built into our device itself. So microphone is very powerful, and even small whispers, can be heard in the conference room itself. So this is actually meant for a large room setting, and someone who's going to stand far away from the device, they don't have to be shouting or screaming. Okay, they just have to talk normally, and their voice can be picked up very well.
Yeah, so right now, as you can see, I'm facing the corner, like the punished school student, whispering to you, but you still can actually hear me very clearly. I'm not really talking super loud and things like that. So, yeah, you can really tell the difference in terms of the mic pickup and things like that.
Yep. So even if I mirror, right, our volume is actually the same, but you can hear him. He's actually a distance, so you can differentiate where we are actually sitting at.
Okay, so on the topic of the microphone itself, there's also a very, very valuable function that the X70 actually has called the acoustic fencing. So what the acoustic fencing actually does is that, just treat it like, being in a bubble in a sense. So if you are within the bubble, you'll be heard. But the moment you actually step out of the bubble, you are not heard. So right now, I don't really have the acoustic fencing activated. So you see, I'm just gonna walk around, talk, and you still can actually hear me very, very clearly. So right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to snap my fingers and acoustic fencing is going to be activated. All right. Okay, so now it's activated. So now as you can tell, I'm back in the bubble itself. So that is what it is for the acoustic fencing. Okay, so another function that we want to highlight as well is the noise block technology. So what it actually does is that, let's say for example, you have a super annoying colleague, or let's say for example, you are the annoying one yourself. So what we are going to do right now is we're going to tap.
Alright, stick at the same time.
Yes. And can you hear the tap? I believe you can. Maybe it's very muffled and things like that, but definitely it's not going to be very, very irritating. So you can see.
So noise block AI actually suppresses the tapping noise, or even street record noise that people create inside the room itself. But it suppresses the noise and sends our voices across much clearer than without the noise block AI feature.
Please help to like and share.